And we're back. Welcome, everyone. It is time for CBD with your favorite and certainly my favorite PhD, Dr. Kat. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Carmen. How are you doing?
Good, thank you. I hope you had a good weekend.
Wonderful.
And good. We have a very important topic today. Dr. Kat, there's basically a couple of questions that go with it. So I'm just going to frame it for everyone who's tuned in. Thank you again for tuning in with us this morning. ECS. What is it, and why is it so important to be talking about ECS when we're talking about hemp CBD?
Thank you, Carmen. I can't emphasize how important this is. We don't close our eyes and just put anything in our mouth. We talk about the mind and the body connection. The ECS is the body and the nature connection. It is so important to eat whole, to live in nature, to breathe our fresh air, and to eat things that are whole and pure. The endocannabinoid system is a system that exists in our body, which is it is found to be the most widest spread receptor system that maintains health for our entire body. It is a lock and key system, which I will explain in a little bit. If this was something that was discovered in the 1990s, so that kind of blows my mind away. And the reason it blows me away is because it is one of the most largest receptors in our body. It consists of molecules that are called cannabinoids and cannabinoid receptors. So endo means inside, endocannabinoids, and exo means outside. So anything that is in nature outside of our body is an exocannabinoid, and we call it just cannabinoids. Hemp CBD, it's full of many compounds of cannabinoids that are found naturally and in abundance in our body. So what happens is these cannabinoids, these endocannabinoids, live inside us, and the receptors, which is the lock, works with the cannabinoids that are in our body to create a key. And the purpose for that is to create overall health in our entire body. It creates homeostasis, a balance in our health system. It is, the receptors are located in our brain, in our central nervous system, in our organs, in our connective tissues, our glands, and our immune cells. And today with COVID and winter coming in with the flu season, this is so important to have a very strong immune system. And the immune system is connected to health. Our inflammatory system is connected to our health. Now, who has these in their bodies? Every single one of us. We have genetic factors that affect how much our glass is full. And so the glass is an analogy. I always say, if you have a glass and it's full of water, think of the water in the glass as your endocannabinoids. Now, we're born with a glass full, but based on genetics, based on our age, the medicines we take, or the stress we have in our environments, the water in the glass goes down. And you lose the cannabinoids. We have the receptors, but we lose the cannabinoids that, are the key to help us stay healthy. Things that we eat in nature go to different places to help create different health. We have certain vitamins that are good for your eyes, other vitamins that are good for your hair. The cannabinoids, the hemp CBD, is good for the entire health system. So when you take the CBD, the hemp CBD or the cannabinoids, you're filling up your glass. Now, some people will feel the effects of the CBD sooner and others later. That really depends on your receptors. It depends on your genetic factors. That's why we say that when you use CBD, you need to find your sweet spot. You need to work slowly, because for some people, less will work, because maybe that glass cannabinoids is more full. Does that make sense, Carmen?
So I think so. What I'm hearing you say is that in order to replenish our internal cannabinoids, we're able to do that by taking or applying products that have clean, green hemp CBD, because those are I don't know if you said this term, but I've heard the term phytocannabinoids that comes from the plant, right?
That's correct. Phyto, that means plant. It's
Got
a
it.
Greek word. And anything that we eat from a plant, it's got the green, it's got the chlorophylls, and there's so much more. We always talk about the cannabinoids in the CBD, but because we're talking about ECS,
Right.
we are discussing the phyto. And yes, you are correct. And I like what you said, pure, clean, and natural. We don't want to put something on our body or eat something that's toxic, because again, that we're defeating the purpose. And we want to replenish with natural, non-toxic.
Right, right. And would it be also fair to say what I heard you when you were explaining about our system, our immune system? It sounds like I think there's, myself included, we were sort of taught that our immune system, sort of regulates our health. But what I'm hearing you say is that there's something more that's been discovered, that what really perhaps fuels or helps to run our a healthy immune system is our endocannabinoid system.
That's correct. That's correct. It's a big factor because, again, the endocannabinoid system is there to keep us balanced in our overall health.
Got it.
That's physical health and mental health. Okay. And I can't, say it enough that food is medicine. A lot of people are hesitant. The right foods.
Yeah.
Foods can, if they're not natural, in their natural state and the way they are prepared, and hopefully that is in the most natural state, the healthier it is for our body. And this is something that has been known for thousands of years. People used cannabinoids to help them stay balanced. They could see, because they were more observant, they had to rely on themselves and nature and history to self-diagnose. And when we had, our sophisticated, beautiful medical system that we have now, we kind of lost our intuitive ways. And, we are now starting to gain them as we are looking at the mind, the body connection more and more. So this is a body and a nature connection as it's intended. We are one. We breathe air, it comes in and out. We eat, it fuels us, it oxygenates us. The cannabinoids, this plant is amazing because it is connected. It is the key that helps to lock in the cannabinoids in our body to replenish them. And this is very exciting for me because we see that it's healing. When people are feeling anxious, when they're having pain, when they can't sleep, or they have some neurological issues, there's a sense of recovery. I'm using these terms from my observation. I'm not saying healing or treatment. We have to be very careful when we're dealing in the natural realm what words we use, because the natural health supplements are not FDA approved as a pharmaceutical unless they have been formulated and patented to be prescribed. And so we are using our knowledge based on research, based on history, empirical data, observation, and experience.
Excellent. I think, you really encapsulized this. I know that there's so much more information to be, to be discussed of this topic itself. Where can people connect with you, find out more if they have questions about ECS, about hemp CBD, and about treatments?
So one of the things that Carmen and I do is we do educate, the public, and we speak with doctors who have a lot of questions from their patients, and we coordinate and collaborate with them. So if you are talking to your doctor about this and you need help with the vocabulary, or you're looking to use CBD as a healing or therapy for yourself, you can call us at insight4wellness.com. That's our website. At 925-216-3510 is our phone number. And we have consultants, nurse, medical, CBD consultants, and myself at the office who are available to help answer your questions.
That's great. Thank you so much for taking your time out to continue to educate us on this very important plant and the product, Hemp CBD, that comes from the hemp plant. If you could just remind folks why we focus on Hemp CBD, Dr. Kat, I think that will help round out the discussion for today.
So Hemp CBD is a non-psychoactive, over-the-counter supplement. It will not get you high. And I think that's what makes the difference between marijuana, cannabinoids, and hemp CBD. Hemp CBD is what we are discussing. And again, it will not make you high.
Yes. I think that's really important for people to hear, and we want to repeat that over and over because there are a lot of misconceptions out there. And I think in our weekly sessions, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to answer your questions that you send to us, off the show or in the comments. We appreciate that you like and you share our videos. We've got them on our channels. We've got them on our Facebook page. So please feel free to like and share and have the watch parties afterwards.
Absolutely. And do your research. And when you're doing your research, go to PubMed, go to the specialists, call specialists, because there's so much on the internet. And we're going to do another segment on testing for THC. Because that's an extremely popular question. In today's world, people are getting drug tested for their jobs. And, we've mentioned this before in our other episodes, that there's 0.00 to 0.03. But there are other ways of taking CBD if you're worried about it. But again, it is an over-the-counter, and it does require people to educate themselves. And we are just a small part of that process.
Exactly. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, Dr. Kat. And thank you all for tuning in again. We will see you next time on CBD with your favorite PhD. Thank you, everyone. Bye-bye. Bye, Dr. Kat.
Bye, Carmen.
Have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye.